Back with Jeff Byrne, Cabin Fever Sporting Goods in Victoria. We're going to talk about Lake Virginia. This lake used to have direct access to Lake Minnetonka, which from what I know has since been closed with a culvert separating it from Tonka. There's a really nice paved boat launch on the southwest side of the lake. How is this lake mostly utilized, Jeff?
Well, again, because it is connected to Lake Minnetonka, it's connected to Smithtown Bay and Lake Minnetonka. It's a very good muskie fisheries. It had a freeze out a number of years ago, a lot of kill off on the lake, so the DNR did come back and stock it. They didn't do a many-year extensive stocking program. They kind of got it going again, but because of the channel between Minnetonka and Lake Virginia, it rejuvenated itself. I've got guys that have caught some 52-inch muskies out of there. I talked to some of the landowners that see some big fish like that off their docks in the spring. Panfish, again, are small, more of a crappie lake than a panfish or for the sunnies. It's got a really nice public access to it. It's small as far as parking goes. You cannot go from Virginia through the culvert now into Lake Minnetonka. They were always hoping at one time they could have made a connection there, but that did not happen. Good bass fishing, more of a northern than Bass Lake. The crappies, again, generally in the springtime. The guys do well. This year happened to be that for a shore fishing spot, because of the channel that goes between the lakes, it kind of kept it open. The weeds didn't get very thick, and because the boats going in and out, people caught a lot of nice sunfish during the summer right off the axis there. But it's a lake that kind of gets forgotten because it's so close to Minnetonka. Everybody fishes that. So it's another one of those lakes like Zumbro that if you want to go out and kind of be quiet or just enjoy yourself out there and just catch a lot of fish, Virginia is a good lake to do that. It's quiet. You don't get a lot of skiers on that lake.
Now, you'd mentioned that Lake Virginia still is connected, I guess, to Smithtown Bay of Minnetonka. There's no specific access to Lake Minnetonka within the Victoria city limits, but if somebody did want to enjoy a day on Lake Minnetonka, where would be the closest launch points if they had a boat to launch?
From Victoria, right off of number 44, which is right north of Highway 7, which would be on the west side of Smithtown Bay, so not very far from Lake Virginia. If you would just take Highway 7 west past Rolling Acres Road, you'll actually go past the north end of Lake Zumbro, and then you go north on 44, and there's a Three Rivers Regional Park there. It's got very good access. The access is down in a lower area, so once you launch your boat, you have to drive up a hill, and it's a little bit of a walk back in there, but it's a very good access, and that would access you to everything on the west side of Lake Minnetonka. There is also a smaller access if you continue up 44 towards Mound, and then there's an access on Halstead's Bay on the north side, which we call the Williams access. That is just a gravel access with limited parking.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.